Morrison, one of the biggest Wonderkids, or one of the players that was sparked as the most potential coming out of the United Academy, spoken by Sir Alex Fergurson, one of the best youngsters he has seen at his age group, and also spoke very highly of the likes of Wayne Rooney, Rio Ferdinand, Nemanja Vidic. Anyway, let's go and talk about his footballing career, so actually how he has done from club to club. So, Morrison signed his first scholarship with Manchester United in 2009. In October 2010, he made his first team debut versus Wolves in the League Cup, scoring 2 goals as well in the FA Cup Youth Final, and I believe a 6-3 win against Sheffield United. He also, a little story, he nutmegged Nemanja Vidic 3 times in training. Probably one of the best Premier League defenders ever. He nutmegged him 3 times in less than a minute. So yeah, like I said earlier, Sir Alex Fergurson comments on him being the best youngster he has seen at that age for his youth career. However, off-field issues, which we're going to get into a little bit later in this video, has sparked a lot of issues with Ravel Morrison, and he decided to leave Manchester United and signed for, at the time, Championship club West Ham United, where he signed a 3.5-year deal. Also, a very interesting clause there, Man United would receive 25k for every single start Ravel Morrison got. However, that never really came into that much effect, as he did not start many games for West Ham United. He was immediately loaned out to Birmingham City, who were in the same league as West Ham in the Championship, where more problems with Ravel Morrison, had more issues with Birmingham. Lee Clark, manager, bombed him out the squad, so basically, didn't, after training issues and attitude problems, they bombed him out the squad. However, he did later return in a match against Leicester City, where they narrowly lost Birmingham, and did manage to score his first goal for his first professional goal, which was with Birmingham against Hull City in a win there in a goal from a Nicolas Zigic knockdown. Sorry, got my words twisted right there. But yeah, a volley. I think that one goal was seen actually at Birmingham. Knockdown from Zigic, volley from distance, Ravel Morrison in the back of the net, despite losing that game. He later then returned to West Ham United, where he was given kit number 15 in the Premier League. He scored his first goal. He scored his first club goal for West Ham against Cheltenham, and also scored his first Premier League goal against Everton in a 3-2 loss. He also scored, probably one of his more memorable moments, he scored in a 3-0 victory over Tottenham Hotspur in a 3-0 win, and that was also gone as goal of the season for West Ham in that Premier League season. However, more issues for Ravel Morrison. Sam Allardyce decided to loan out Ravel Morrison again. He moved to Queen's Park Rangers on loan for a short-term loan deal, only 93 days. Across the entire season for Ravel Morrison, he scored 13 goals in 33 games for the club and for England at youth level. He then later joined Cardiff for a very short loan spell, where he only made 1 start for the club, 6 substitutes off the bench. Cardiff manager Russell Slade said he had no future with Cardiff, so he only 1 start and 6 appearances as a substitute. In January 2015, more interesting news, Ravel Morrison decided to move to Lazio and agree a pre-contract deal with the club after his contract being terminated with West Ham United. However, more problem with Ravel Morrison. He later felt unsettled at Lazio. He wanted to move back to the UK. QPR showing interest in the player. However, Ravel Morrison's stats for Lazio: he made his debut for the club in a 14-0 win in a friendly match against Aronzo. I don't know if I pronounced that right. He also made his competitive debut in a Champions League game away to Bayer Leverkusen. Then he made his Serie A debut in a 4-0 loss to Civerio. Morrison scarcely appeared for Lazio later on during the rest of the season. Lazio manager Poli, who's currently the manager of AC Milan, has criticised Ravel Morrison on his efforts and his ability to be able to speak Italian. And then he went on Twitter, Ravel Morrison, to later declare he wanted to leave Lazio and force a move to Queen's Park Rangers in 2017, where he joined QPR on a loan. He made 5 appearances for the club. QPR decided to not use the $2 million buy option clause. He then joined Altas in Mexico, who became the only second ever English player to play in the Mexican League. However, didn't last long for Morrison, where he decided to leave, and then his contract expired with Lazio, and then he decided to begin training with a Swedish club called Östersund, who are a Swedish top division side. He recently began training with them, and then a 6-month deal with him. And Ravel Morrison actually did pretty well, you know, with the Swedish outfit, scoring goals, getting assists, making regular appearances for the club. However, unfortunately, due to injury and more salary problems, unfortunately, he decided to leave the Swedish outfit after only 6 months with the club. In July, where we thought this Morrison potentially turn around, for Ravel Morrison returned back to England and joined Premier League club Sheffield United, where he only made 1 appearance for the club before being loaned out to Middlesbrough, and then after that he was released by Sheffield United. He later then joined ADO Den Haag in the Eredivisie, making 4 appearances for the club, and then left in 2021. So Ravel Morrison, so many clubs he's already been at, and that's like, I can't even remember how many clubs that he's been at, but at that time he was only like 27, 26, you know. And then now, after multiple trial games, Ravel Morrison, he later signed for Wayne Rooney's Derby County, which was probably his most successful stint as a player, as a footballer. Loved by Derby fans, Ravel Morrison. He played a lot of games. He played over 30 games for the club, scoring 4 goals, some crucial game-winning goals as well, and played really well for Derby County. However, more issues for Derby County financially, and then the relegation. Unfortunately, they would have had to let go of Ravel Morrison, and Ravel Morrison then went to America to rejoin Wayne Rooney at DC United on a 1.5-year deal, where he did score against Atlanta and also made his debut against Orlando City. Ravel Morrison currently remains as a free agent. He currently remains as a free agent, after not really, finding a club at the moment. However, let's explain the reason why. In early 2011, Ravel Morrison received a 12-month referral order after 2 counts of witness intimidation from the former Manchester United player. Assault charges were dropped after his girlfriend refused to testify. He also posted out a homophobic tweet on Twitter and was charged by the FA and fined, I believe, $4,000. Morrison was in custody for 2 counts of assault against his ex and her mum. However, later on was freed on bail. And then in August 2014, he appeared in Manchester Crown Court, entering a not guilty plea to 2 counts of assault. A provisional trial date was set in January 26, 2015. However, he was cleared of all charges. And a more recent story of Ravel Morrison. In 2023, in November, Morrison pleaded guilty to fraud after he purchased a disabled parking permit. Unfortunately, the owner at the time died, so he used the parking permit of that, unfortunately, deceased person, and used that to park in Manchester. And Ravel Morrison later on was fined for that one, and he brought the permit for $50 or £50. Now we're going to go on to Morrison's international career, where he still does represent Jamaica. Ravel Morrison played for England's under-16s, under-17s, under-18s, under-21s. He scored his first goal for England for under-21s in a 5-0 Euro win over Lithuania for the under-21s. In 2018, he trained with Jamaica and later switched allegiances and made his debut come on in a 3-0 loss to Saudi Arabia, and scored his first goal against Honduras in a 2022 World Cup qualifier. So that is everything we've got on Ravel Morrison, currently 30 years of age and is without a club. Will we see Ravel Morrison play football again? I really don't know. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video on the channel. Recording this while I'm feeling quite ill, so hope you guys have enjoyed and hopefully it has been good. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and yeah, take care everybody. Have a great rest of your day.